Alexa, open the magic door.
Welcome back to the magic door. Our journey begins here with 3 roads. One leads to the mountains, another leads to the sea. The last is a spooky path into the dark forest. There is also a small mailbox to our right. Would you like to go to the mountains, to the sea, or to the dark forest? You could also open the mailbox.
To the sea.
Okay, follow me on a sandy path overlooking the sea. The path takes us through tall grass, up a big hill until we find ourselves near the edge of the bluff, marked by a low wooden fence. The bluff is high above the shoreline, where waves crash below. From up here, the sea seems to reach forever. As we look out to the water, we see a boat floating next to the shore below. There is a narrow path here that leads down to the boat. We also spot an eagle soaring over a nearby bench. As we watch him turn inland toward a cluster of trees, we hear music coming from farther up the path. Should we walk to the boat, follow the eagle, or go toward the music?
Follow the eagle.
Okay, let's leave the sandy path and follow the eagle.
Okay, now you think where you find the gems
We
again.
watch the
That's
eagle
right.
soar
Okay.
high into the air, over a tall iron fence, and then circle above the pine trees beyond. We pass through an area of low shrubs and grasses until we come up to the wrought iron fence. Through the fence, we see the tall pine trees. In the middle of the fence, there is a large open gate. A small poster with printed letters is tacked to the gate. Should we read the poster, go through the gate, or return to the bluff on the sandy path?
Read the poster.
We approach the poster. It is made of black paper, and there are words on it printed in white. In the center is a drawing of a hand. The words on the poster read, "Madam Pharaoh, teller of your future. Stop by for a reading.
Oh, okay.
Leave with new vision." At the very bottom of the poster, in handwritten letters, it says, "Take the sandy path up the bluff. There is a narrow pointing to our left." Should we read the poster, go through the gate, or return to the bluff on the sandy path?
Go through the gate.
As we walk through, we hear the eagle call out. He lands atop a very tall tree just inside the gate. We walk deeper into the trees, which quickly become dense all around. And it suddenly seems much darker. We can't see or hear the eagle anymore, but we do hear thunder nearby. Then all of a sudden, a huge flash of light brightens the entire sky.
Excuse me.
We hear a horrible shriek. And yet, just as quickly as it all started, the sky suddenly clears, and the clouds settle down. We start walking through the trees again, and thankfully, we soon see a faint light in the distance. We move toward it. A lantern hanging on the branch of a large pine tree illuminates 3 interesting things in front of us: a wooden sign below it, a bright red door in the tree's trunk, and a metal mailbox on a post just next to the door. We hear the faint sound of a flute in the forest. What would you like to do now?
Read the sign.
We investigate the wooden sign. In bright green letters, it reads, "Welcome. Please ring the bell and come in. What would you like to do now?"
Ring the bell.
Okay, you pull on a cord on the bell above the door. The bell rings. Oh, the door pops open. We go inside. We are in a tiny room, but big enough for a small table and chair. There are also 2 doorways. One is the doorway to the forest outside. The other is a doorway with stairs leading down. What would you like to do next?
Look at the table.
Let's see what's on the table. There is a small gold skeleton key and a notepad with a pen. What would you like to do next?
Pick up the skeleton key.
You pick up the key. It is a small gold skeleton key. You put it in your pocket. What would you like to do next?
Look at notepad.
I look at the notepad. There is a message on it that reads, "Have gone to look for 4-leaf clovers. Don't forget to bring seeds." The recipe page. And 1 dragon pebble. What would you like to do next?
Look at the chair.
Let's look at the chair. On it sits a fancy book. I pick it up. The cover is made of dark red leather. The title, Magical Recipes, is printed in shiny gold letters on the front. A bookmark marks a page, and I turn to it. Look, the page is entitled, Recipe for Giant Fairy Fern. There is a list of ingredients. 1 4-leaf clover, 1 mangrove tree root, a handful of pine tree needles, and 1 pebble laced with dragon's breath. Underneath the list are the following instructions. Take all ingredients and cook in a large copper kettle until boiling. After cooling, pour potion over any newly planted seeds.
Excuse me.
Within a day, your fern will start to grow. Within a week, it should reach its full height. Remember, final plant height is over 2,000 meters, so plant your seeds wisely. Interesting. The page is loose, and I am able to pull it out of the book. I will keep this recipe page safe for us. What would you like to do next?
Go through the open doorway.
We head down a narrow, circular
Oh,
staircase.
shoot. Alexa, go upstairs.
We go back up the circular stairs.
Alexa,
We are in a tiny...
go outside.
We walk outside the tree, back into the forest. A lantern hanging on the branch
Alexa.
of a large pine.
Open the mailbox.
We walk to the small metal mailbox. I try to open it, but it is locked. You notice and point to engraved letters on the side. They read, E.F. Greenleaf. What would you like to do now?
Unlock the mailbox.
We go to the mailbox just outside the door and try the key we picked up on the table. It fits. Inside the mailbox is an envelope marked, "Please open." What would you like to do now?
Open the envelope.
Okay, you open the envelope and unfold a single piece of paper. Inside are 3 black seeds. There is also a handwritten message that reads, "Plant these seeds next to the fairy's garden gate. Sprinkle them with potion, then you must wait. They will grow and grow into something great." Very interesting. I will keep the seeds and the message safe for us. What would you like to do now?
Go inside.
We walk through the door. We are in a tiny room.
Alexa.
Big enough.
Go through the open doorway.
We head down a narrow, circular
Here we go.
staircase. It takes us to an underground tunnel. The tunnel is dimly lit with lanterns on the wall. The ground is dirt and the walls are stone. As we walk down the tunnel, we pass a big metal clock on the wall to our right. Soon after, we pass a small wooden door on our left. We can also barely hear music coming from further down the tunnel. What would you like to do now?
Open the wooden door.
Let's check out the wooden door. I try the doorknob, and it opens into a dark closet with dusty shelves. The shelves are empty except for a single glass bottle with a rubber stopper. I will pick it up and keep it safe for us. What would you like to do now?
Continue down the hallway
We continue walking down the tunnel.
or tunnel.
Again we hear the faint sound of music. It is getting louder as we walk, and it seems to be the same melody over and over. The tunnel curves to the right, and we see what appears to be the end of the tunnel. At the end, there is a ladder leaning against the wall. Next to the ladder sits a small upright piano. The piano plays, by itself, the melody we've been hearing. What would you like to do now?
Look at the piano.
We look more closely at the small piano. As it plays, the piano's keys are moving by themselves. We notice a single sheet of paper sitting on the piano's music rack. At the top, someone has handwritten the title, A Dragon's Lullaby. Underneath that title, 7 music notes are written, B, G, A, D, E, F, C. We should probably remember these notes.
Yep.
I'll read them again. B, G, A, D, E, F, C. They may be important later. What would you like to do now?
Go up the ladder.
We climb up the ladder. The ladder leads to a small opening at the top of the tunnel wall. We both are able to fit through the opening, and we stand up in a new very large space that contains quite a surprise. We seem to be in a cave, and before us lies a sleeping dragon. His green body is all curled up on a bed of gray pebbles in the middle of the cave. Water drips from stalactites above, and the dragon breathes heavily, in and out. We still hear the music from the piano below. Let's hope that music really is a lullaby to keep him asleep. What should we do now?
Get closer to the dragon.
Really? Okay, but let's move very quietly. We tiptoe across the cave and approach the pile of pebbles. The dragon is so close now. His hot, noisy breath is making me very nervous. What should we do now?
Pick up a pebble.
Okay, let's move closer to the pebbles. Be very quiet. The dragon is so close. You pick up a pebble and hand it to me. It is warm from being so close to the dragon's breath. I will keep it safe for us. What should we do now?
Go downstairs.
To restart from the beginning,
Alexa.
choose another adventure.
Go down the ladder.
Okay, let's get out of here. We go back down the ladder and run through the tunnel. We pass the small wooden door and the metal clock on the wall. We again come upon the staircase at the other end and go back up. We are in a tiny room, but big enough for a small table
Alexa.
and chair.
Go outside.
We walk outside the
Alexa.
tree, back in.
Follow the music.
We walk toward the sound of the flute, taking a narrow dirt path that winds around the tree house and into the dense forest. Ahead, we see a faint light swinging back and forth. The flute sounds get louder. Soon we see a little man with a pointed hat. He is carrying a small flute in one hand and a lantern in the other. He walks briskly forward and greets us.
Hello, fellow travelers. I am Ebby Finn Greenleaf, a friendly gnome who lives here in these woods. I am looking for some clever folk to help me in a quest. Are you interested?
I am interested. Are you interested?
Yes.
Very good. Now listen carefully. The wise wizard has been missing for several days. He has not been seen by anyone in person, which is very strange. It is the wise wizard that protects all the good creatures from the dark witch. We need 2 brave individuals to visit his tower high in the clouds to see if he's okay. Will you help us?
What do you think? Should we help?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. By any chance, have you been inside my tree home?
Have we?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hopefully you have gathered some special things.
I show the gnome what we have gathered from in and around his tree house.
Wow, you two are amazing. You have gathered all the items that you could from my home. Now I will also give you my flute. This flute will keep you safe if you know the right tune.
I take the flute from the gnome. I will keep it safe for us.
Now, you must continue to find potion ingredients. All the creatures of this land are searching for them, but as experienced travelers, hopefully you will have the quickest success. There is urgency. The Dark Witch, most likely, already knows the wizard is missing. She will surely come out of hiding and wreak havoc. To help you get moving, I will tell you that straight ahead along this path, you will find the magic door, and you can choose where to go next.
Would you like to go toward the magic door or explore more here?
Go to the magic door.
Okay, as we head toward the magic door, I pull out the ingredients list we collected earlier and compare it to what we have in our inventory. We have already collected a dragon pebble and a 4-leaf clover. We still need pine needles and a mangrove root. To find these, we will need to search the tropical island in the sea and also search the forest in the mountains. As we travel, if you need to know what we have collected, just ask me, what items do I have? If you need the recipe and list of potion ingredients, just ask. Describe the recipe. We soon see an ivy-covered wall crossing the path in front of us. Peeking out of the ivy is a door. It is the magic door. Congratulations. We have completed this adventure. Would you like to open the door?
Yes.
The door is open. A new adventure awaits.
Alexa, exit. So now we're gonna go to the tropical island. Well, we're gonna try to find all the potion ingredients, and you'll need this to go up in the clouds. But yeah.